Come on. Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, and you guys, episode 25 of the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire MonoBug EGGLOCKE, a daily playthrough where we take some eggs that you guys send us, hatch them into some awesome bug types, and then try to take down the Hoenn region. We've got 8 badges, baby. If you missed the last episode, we talk all about all sorts of soda. We pick up our last badge, all sorts of good stuff, so check it out up on the annotation on the screen or in the description below. Make sure you guys check out the last episode. Do not miss it. And of course, guys, I do have to take this moment here to ask for your support, of course, on this series. You guys have been absolutely amazing. We hit the like goal last time. I want you guys to do it again. 1,000 likes, guys. The bar has been slowly inching down, but I know that the aDrive Army members who are still dedicated to this series, still watching every single day, that's you right now. You guys are showing your support. So let's see 1,000 likes on this episode, guys. I would greatly appreciate the support, of course, and that'd be really cool. So I'm gonna do a quick team recap because I did do a couple minuscule things, minor things off screen. So I just want to run through things before we head over to Ever Grande City here to jump right into that. So the first Pokemon I want to show you guys is Skippy, level 48. He's gonna actually be left out of our party for now, but he's rocking that Electro Ball, Agility, Thunder Wave combo with Signal Beam. So really cool. He's got great stats, actually a really high attack stat too. I think that's just a reflection of his nature. I'm not sure, but he's actually got a really high attack. I should probably keep that in mind. We're also rocking Baltius here, named after the Twitch streamer and YouTuber. Rocking that sticky web, which could come in to be pretty useful. We'll hopefully see how that works out. We've also got Buzzkill here, rocking Detect, Struggle Bug, Ancient Power, Double Team. Kind of our last resort here to double team up if we need to. I know it does learn Air Slash and Bug Buzz through move tutors, but through hard skills, but it also learns it through level up. So hopefully we'll be able to get it to the level where it learns it. I didn't want to rely too much on hard skills, to be honest. Felt that was kind of lame. We got Amethyst here, our one shiny on the playthrough that we actually got Random Encounters episode 2, guys. How amazing is that? Can you show some love on that thumbs up button for the shiny Amethyst, guys? Because we legit have a shiny in this playthrough. That's sick, man. It's got that quick claw with Toxic Venoshock, Bug Buzz, and Quiver Dance. Hopefully dance its way to victory. Of course, we got our Mega Scissor here, Redemption. And you will notice a new addition to his moveset here. I went and used a hard skill to get Bullet Punch because it can't learn it from level up. It has to learn it through hard scales. And I also taught it Swords Dance as well. So we're gonna Swords Dance the heck up and Bullet Punch our way to victory. We've got, of course, Prototype here, the little Shuckle. I'm rocking that Chesto Berry now with Resto, Chesto, Infestation, Struggle Bug, and Toxic. I went and picked up the TM for Toxic off screen. I felt like that was a good idea. Look at our defense stats, baby. Evened out at 221. That no one's gonna, it's not even gonna take a hit, yo. And of course, Latias, but that's just to help us travel places. So let's get right into things here. We've wasted enough time talking about this. We've got lots to do. We gotta get to Victory Road here. That is our plan. And then we got the, the whole Victory Road. We got the Elite Four. Lots of cool stuff coming up in the next couple episodes, guys. So I really need you guys to show your support and on that thumbs up button for me and get stoked on this playthrough. So, we do have a question of the day, too, and that's going to be kind of the topic I try to jump into for the bulk of this commentary. And it's actually, have you ever gotten in trouble with the police? Ooh. So I understand that you probably shouldn't say anything that might get you in trouble in the comments section below. But if you have a funny story, feel free to let me know. And if you've never been in trouble with the police, or you've never even talked to the police or anything like that, that's totally cool. I've had a few issues in my life, but nothing drastic, just to clarify, nothing too drastic, but I am going to tell you about them because they're kind of funny. So if you've heard my Twitch streams, I've said it a few times, I've actually been quite unfortunate, or fortunate, however you want to look at it. I'll look at it as a positive thing, actually, to have been pulled over a few times for speeding. I'm sorry if you hear some guy mowing the lawn outside. I can't control when he mows the lawn, but he likes to do it right now, and he happens to be going by my door. So, anywho's, here's the dealio. So when I was 16 years old, I actually got pulled over while driving. I was in the car with a couple of my friends. We were driving to I was actually driving to drop them off. We were hanging out in a band. We were in my band together, and I was being a stupid kid, right? So I was being really dumb, and ooh, look at that dodge, skillful dodge. I was being a really stupid kid, and I hope you guys learned from my lessons here. That this is, and I learned from my lessons too. So I hope you guys learned from my lessons here, or learned from my mistakes, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So while I was driving, I decided to see how fast my car could go on this one road, and I'm sure you can see where this is going. It was a terrible idea to see how fast my car would go, and I was probably doing something like, I don't know, 100 miles an hour, 110 miles an hour on this road, and it was a 45 mile per hour road. It was a state road, so it wasn't like it was the tiniest road ever. It wasn't like, I mean, but there were houses on both sides. It was definitely a residential area. Definitely a really bad decision. One of my worst decisions, actually, because it was stupid, not only for me to do that, but to do it with friends in the car, and to do it in the afternoon, especially when there's other people on the road, and it was just really dumb. So anyway, as I'm driving, of course, one of my friends in the car, you know, says, "Slow down, Dan, you shouldn't be driving this fast. You know, you're gonna get in an accident, you're gonna get pulled over." And I said, no, come on, Molly, this is ridiculous. Molly being the words of wisdom here, the voice of reason. Molly, don't worry about it. There's no cops on this road. There's never any cops on this road. And of course, what happens, guys? I think you know where this is going. There was a cop sitting on the road. And I'm glad. there was a cop sitting on the road. I was being stupid, and you would think I would learn my lesson from there, but the story doesn't end here. So, anywho, I see the cop as I'm coming over, as I clearly can't delete these moves. I don't want any of these moves. Leave me alone, prototype. So you could probably see where this is going, right? So the cop sees me, I see the cop, I start to slow down, but I don't slam on my brakes for safety reasons. I actually don't slam on my brakes. I just hit the brakes, you know, enough to slow myself down, and I ended up getting myself down to about 73. That's actually what I was clocked at. I was clocked at 73 miles an hour in a 40... Actually, it was a 40 mile an hour zone. It wasn't a 45. 45 is actually down the road. So it was a 45 that turns to a 40. So it was actually a 73 and a 40. And, you know, the police officer came to the car. He's like, "What are you doing, dude? Like, do you know how fast you're going?" And I was like, "I have no idea. Pretty fast, though." And he was like, "Come on, man. You really shouldn't do that. You know, here's the deal. Whatever else." And he said to me, "You know what, man? Listen, you don't have any record." I was really scared. I was freaking out, guys. I was 16 years old. I just got my license not that far back ago. And I was really, really scared, guys. And he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here. I'm gonna give you a ticket." So I got a ticket, but I'm gonna give you the minimum ticket you can get. That's what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna give you the minimum ticket you can get. Actually, no. I'm trying to remember the story. I'm sorry. I think I messed up the story. Actually, what happened was he said, "This is too fast for me to actually give you the ticket. You have to go to court." That's what happened. Yeah, I had to go to court. I forgot. So anyway, I went to court, whatever. I was really upset. We didn't tell my friend's parents, of course. I had to tell my dad, obviously, and he was not a happy camper. He was actually very, very angry at me. And he's like, "You're so lucky. I hope you understand how lucky you are," all this stuff. Oh my god, this thing just used self-destruct. Thank God for prototype, ladies and gentlemen. Eating out that self-destruct. Oh my god, that was scary. You know, he's like, "You're very lucky, that was a really bad decision, etc., etc." And they actually have changed the laws in Connecticut now where you actually can't drive with people in the car at age 16. You have to wait until you have your license for X amount of years or months or whatever it is, and things like that. So it's actually kind of funny that they ended up changing all that stuff anyway. But, you know, he says I had to go to court, so I went to court and so on and so forth. Let's test out prototype. Look how bulky this thing is. Oh my god. So pumped. Hit the toxic, though. Not bad, not bad. Look at this little combo I'm about to pull right now. I'm gonna hit him with the toxic. We're gonna pull a Swapperoonie right now in Amethyst. And we're gonna watch how awesome this is because I'm gonna Venoshock afterwards. Spoilers. So, I go to court. I actually go with my dad. My dad came with me because I was 16. And I brought like my report cards and things like that. You know, my community service that I had done because I had done some community service while I was in high school or whatever. And so on and so forth. You know, I was trying to be a pretty good kid, I guess, you know, whatever. So anyway, I had my report cards, and I was a really good student, which was nice that I could show that. I'm like, you know, so we went to the district attorney, I guess is what they're called, after the, you know, I pled not guilty or whatever. I don't understand how that even makes sense. You plead not guilty when it's clear that you were guilty. And I sat in a room with this guy, with my dad, and, you know, my dad's like, you know, he learned his lesson, I grounded him, I punished him like crazy, which is partially true, right? Like, my dad did punish me, but my dad was trying to show, you know, the district attorney that I was punished at home. So maybe the state wouldn't punish me as much. And we showed my report cards and stuff and tried to emphasize the fact that I was a good student, or I am a good student, or I was at the time or whatever when I was 16, and that, you know, it was just a really bad judgment. Ironhead is so appealing, but I kind of like the moveset we have. It was just really bad judgment on my part and so on and so forth. And the guy ended up being very, very cool about it. As cool as you could be anyway. He gave me the minimum penalty for a speeding ticket, which at the time was about a $100 fine, and no points on my license. So I get away really, really good on that one, guys. I get away really, really good. You know, I would say I learned my lesson on that one, and I was just being a stupid kid, and we're good to go, and that's the end of it, right? Well, no, it's not, because I'm an idiot, and I didn't learn from my lesson as much as I should have. And basically what happened, you know, here's what happened after that. Basically what was going on is I was so stupid too. I was driving down the road one day, and this is when I had my old car. I had a Mazda Protege and I had a Volkswagen Passat. So nothing too fancy. Nice cars, but nothing too fancy. I want to battle this kid for some reason. I'm going to battle him. So, you know, whatever. I was driving down the road. It was a nice day. Summer had just started. I had my windows down, had my sunroof open before I had my convertible, of course. And I'm just driving down the road, doing my thing. And it's on a 25-mile-an-hour road. And I see a cop on the side of the road. And I didn't even slow down because I didn't feel like I was going that fast. I felt like I was going a relatively appropriate speed. And what happens? Of course, I get pulled over. And the guy goes, you were doing 45, I think it was 45 and a 25, or 46, and I think it was 46 and a 25. He's like, the guy was not happy. He was not a happy guy. The cops in the town, man, I think everyone says this, but the cops in my town are not very pleasant, generally speaking. And this guy, he was not a fan. He was not an aDrive fan, that's for sure. Here's Ever Grande City, so we actually do have a new encounter on here. Might as well try to take advantage of it and grab something really quick if we can catch a Pokemon. That'd be kind of cool before we head up this waterfall here with all these guys just hanging out here. I can't make up the waterfall because I don't have all my badges yet. Oh my goodness. What do? Oh, I want to get a Pokemon here. It's probably just going to be a Tentacool, but let me surf around and see if a Tentacool will show up. All right, there we go. So I get this guy. He pulls me over. He wasn't a happy camper, like I said. He goes, all right, here's the deal, man. You shouldn't be speeding. You were doing 46 and a 25. Here's your ticket. And I was like, oh, can you just not give me a ticket, man? Like, really? He's like, nope. You have another speeding ticket already. I see it was the minimum, but either way, here's your second ticket, dude. Have fun with it. Have a blast. And I was like, come on. I was like 17 or whatever. I was like, come on, dude, really? I was not happy, and here's why I wasn't happy about it. Was I speeding? Probably. But if any one of you guys has driven a car, you understand that sometimes, especially when it's nice outside, it's pretty easy to lose track of your speed. I'm not using that as an excuse. You should definitely keep track of your speed, but it is kind of easy to lose track of your speed sometime, and I don't think I was driving recklessly for this ticket. I felt like I was driving relatively appropriately. I was just going a little faster than normal. I honestly didn't believe when he said that I was going that fast. I really don't believe it, and it's still hard for me to believe it, but I'll just say that, I don't think he would have lied. You know what I mean? I don't think he would have lied. That's kind of pointless. So, and he said he was on radar too, so we'll just go with it, right? We'll say it's what I don't know if I need Latios right now. I'm gonna try to get through this place without Latios and hope I don't need Waterfall or Surf to get through this place. I might need it, but we'll hope that we don't. We'll give it a try. If I have to come back for him, I will. It's gonna be annoying. I'll cut the video if I have to come back. So he gives me the ticket, whatever. I go to court again, and I plead not guilty again, because that's what they tell you to do. They basically say, like, if you ever get a speeding ticket, you just plead not guilty, because chances are you'll be able to negotiate with the district attorney something lesser, a lesser penalty. So in this case, it actually worked out really well. I pled my case with the district attorney, really cool person. I was like, listen, here's the deal, man. I get it, but I need Surf for the first part of it. Well, that answers that question. Glad we got that out of the way. Well, that I don't have to worry about it now. We'll just go grab it. I was like, really, dude, come on. Like, here's the deal, man. I don't think I was going that fast. It wasn't my intention, whatever else. He says, okay, I'll make a deal with you. You do 20 hours of community service, or 15, whatever it was, 15, 20 hours of community service, something like that. You do the community service, I'll wipe it off your record. The speeding ticket won't exist. I said, all right, deal, perfect. My dad came with me for that one, too. I was like, perfect. Same deal, brought my report cards, all that stuff. I don't know if it makes any difference, but might as well, right? Doesn't hurt. So I said, fine, okay, cool. We'll do that. We're in Victory Road, so we actually have another capture here too. Might as well just do it right now in the water, so we get something easy. But, oh, let's go for this thing. What is this, a Magikarp? Golbat or something? So I had to do this community service, banged it out real quick. I worked out a deal with one of the teachers at school, which was really, really cool. I actually was able to do it while I was in school, in high school. I had like a free period or two. So what I did is I would just like help out with the school store or whatever that we had. I just worked there for free. I didn't get like class credits. I just had the teacher write off community service. And really, I mean, it's kind of like a really roundabout way. It's not like I went to the Salvation Army or Goodwill and worked there, which is what people typically do from my experience. I just, kind of cheated the system a little bit. Not really. I mean, it is still community service. I was still helping out a public school, and I was giving up my free time. But truth be told, actually, I think I got out of school early, so I guess technically I could have left school. So it wasn't like it was in the middle of the day and I had to stay at school anyway. I think it was at the end of the school day because I was a senior at the time or whatever. So I got out a little bit early anyway. So we're gonna grab the Tentacool. That's another egg we can swap out later. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that big of a deal. I banged out the community service, no big deal, ready to go, easy peasy, no problems, able to fly through that, and, I got that taken off my record. So, at that point in time, I'm like 17, 18 years old with just the one ticket, because the other one, the one I just talked about, didn't count. because I was able to get that written off, which is cool, right? So really good news on that. You would think I would learn my lesson. No, I would not learn my lesson yet, guys. We still have more stories to go, because I still have more time to talk. Now, that's not why I'm still talking, but I don't know how to get through Victory Road, so you guys might have to bear with me as I fumble my way through this place. So, what happens next is even stupider. I think I was 17 or 18 at the time, and my band... Oh my god, a Sigalith. I'm so scared of this thing. I hate Sigalith, guys. If you... first of all, I just hate Sigalith in general. Oh, it's gonna kill it to Baltius, isn't it? No! Dude, come on, man. I did not need that to happen right now. I did not need that to happen. I don't even know if Toxic will do anything to this thing, because it's got the stupid Magic Guard. Let's Infestation first. Let's go for Psychic. I hate freaking Sigalith, guys. I hate it. So mad right now that Tibaltius just died. I'm so salty right now. That was so stupid by me. That was so stupid. I should have just went into Redemption. I'm just not trying to be that guy who just goes into Redemption every time. And now I'm trapped in with Infestation. Oh my god, this is not good. This is not good. I need Prototype. If Prototype goes down, we are in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Please not be Magic Guard. Thank you. Debating on Resto Chesto right now. Infestation's putting in work. I think we should just Resto Chesto on this turn. I think we have to. Or I could Potion. Potion or Resto Chesto. I mean, Struggle Bug might not be a terrible idea. I think we're gonna Potion, because I don't want to use my Chesto Berries just yet. So anyway, what was happening, guys? I can't believe we just lost to Baltius. That was so stupid. So stupid. I feel like I need to run to the Pokemon Center and get Skippy now, and maybe I actually should grab something else to help them. He's gonna Mirror Move my Toxic now. Come on. I hate you, Sigalith. I hate you with a burning passion that burns hotter than the 1,000 suns of Volcarona. I have no idea what I'm saying. Anywho, so we were playing a show up in Niskayuna, New York, which is way up the heck by Albany, about 3 hours away from where I live, really far away. We got asked to play this girl's Sweet 16 birthday party, and she was paying us money to do it, which is really cool, man. Anytime you're gonna pay me to play a show, I'm down for it. So we got to play this show, and while we were driving up there, my friend his car had a built-in GPS system. And the problem with those sometimes, as opposed to using your phone or whatever, is those don't get updated, right? If the car's a few years old and the roads get changed, then it doesn't really work out too well. Because things change, right? Like I said, it's still alive, dude, come on. I think I'm gonna go for Rest. We're gonna go for that Resto Chesto here. Just in case he doesn't. He's gonna go for Mirror Move, that's fine. Struggle Bug. That's so annoying, this thing is Mirror Move. So we're driving up to this show, and the roads changed a little bit. So what happened? What ended up happening was, my friend was driving, and we kept getting lost, and we kept missing this one exit of the highway because the road had changed, so it was kind of hard to really understand where we needed to go. So because this road had changed and whatever else happened, we missed this exit, and it was on the highway up in wherever, New York, and we had to keep getting turned around, like drive this huge detour essentially to get back to where we were so we could take that exit. It wasn't an easy detour, like it was a pain. I'm talking like a 30-minute detour here. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I swear it was insane, like the amount of turning and whatever else we had to do to get back to where we needed to go. So this is like a half-hour detour, and we had to do it twice. Now at this point, we've wasted an hour of our time trying to get to this show, and we're getting paid for this show, and we're trying to get there so we can, you know, we're late at this point. I mean, it's this girl's birthday party, and we're late. If you crit me right... What? Do we not have Sturdy? That wasn't Sturdy. That wasn't Sturdy kicking in. We do have Sturdy. I guess that was Sturdy kicking in. I didn't see the Sturdy marker. We're going to Redemption. I can't deal with this. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, this is stressful, man. Victory Road is no joke. These Pokemon are hard. So, we wasted an hour. We're going to be late to, of course, this girl's party or whatever. Whatever. You know, it was stupid. And basically what ended up happening was, my friend was like, yo, Dan, I need you to drive, dude. I can't figure this out. We keep missing the same turn. Can you just drive? And I was like, fine. So we switched seats at a stoplight. Don't do that. That's stupid too. I wasn't a smart kid. I was 18. So I'm 6 years older now. I gotta go back and get Skippy now. This is so annoying. All right, let me cut really quick, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. And I just went to the PC. Of course, I dropped off to Baltius. You can see I've also picked up Pierce by the Carablast here, rocking that Mega Horn Drill Run. So not too bad. It's also got Swarm, so and it's actually Adamant Nature too. So I didn't want to have 2 Steel Bug types, but they actually are one of the best types in the game aside from Fire, taking it down. So I figured that was a good play. So I went and got Pierce by here. We got a little ways to go to level it up. It's only level 1, but it'll gain some experience from these battles here that we do in Victory Road and so on and so forth. So it seemed like a good play. Let's grab that Pokeball up there. So anyway, kind of getting back to my story here. So we're driving. He says, let's switch to seats, etc. We switch seats, and I'm driving now. And basically what happens, we finally get the right turn, and my friend goes to me, he's like, listen, man, you got to drive a little faster, because we're trying to make up time now. We want to get to this person's house on time, whatever else. So I see a Medicham. I'm not even going to try to face these things. We're just going to run. They're scary. They hit very hard. You got to drive a little faster now to try to make up for lost time. And I said, okay, no problem. I can do that. I understand where you're coming from. We definitely got to go a little bit fast. We got to try to pick up the pace here because we don't want to be super, super late to this this birthday party or whatever. And basically what happened was a car went by me on the highway going really, really fast. It was like a pickup truck, a white pickup truck. I actually remember it. They went by us going pretty quick, and that kind of gave me the green light. Okay, like, listen, I can go a little faster too. You know, this guy went pretty fast. What's the harm in me picking up my speed here? I'm not staying in on this thing. I'm not staying in on a Frostlass. I'm taking 0 chances of going to Redemption. You know, why not? Why not? So I start speeding up. I'm going, you know, pretty quick in this dude's car. And I see a cop, of course. Why not? And of course I slow myself down and I get pulled over again. And this is up in New York, up in, you know, like I said, the boonies, New York, because New York's a big state, man. It was up in the middle of nowhere. And we're gonna Mega Evolve, man. We're just gonna Mega Evolve. Bring it on, baby. So the guy pulls me over. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I was going pretty quick. He's like, do you know how fast you're going? I'm like, I have no idea, you know, etc. Kind of play that card. And he's like, listen, I can't even give you a ticket for this because you're going so fast. You're gonna have to go to court. So here's your court date, whatever. You're gonna have to go to court. And I'm like, well, where's the court? He's like, well, it's up here. So the court was 3 hours away from where I live. As I get a Spadef drop, dude, come on, man. I cannot risk this. I cannot risk this. I have to switch, right? I have to switch, right? I can't risk it. We gotta go to prototype. I'm like, you know, I have to drive all this way. So I had to drive back up to this place in New York and go to this court date, and it was in the smallest town ever, man. Let me tell you, this was like the tiniest little town. There was like 3 people in this courthouse. It was actually almost comical in a way, because I live in a pretty big town. So, I mean, our courthouse is like always packed and whatever else, and, you know, all that good stuff. So, anyway, I went to court, and the district attorney, same kind of deal. It was actually, I didn't even sit with the district attorney this time. It was the judge and the district attorney same time. And basically the judge is like, wow, I can't believe you're going that fast. And I ended up going 89 in the 65, which, I'm gonna be honest, isn't the most crazy thing in the world. Definitely not good, though. I don't recommend it. Really stupid of me. And, you know, so basically what ended up happening is the DA was like, listen, you know, if he was going 90, that's a different story. He was going 89, though. That's my cutoff. We're gonna give him this punishment. So it ended up costing me about, with the gas and everything to get up there, it ended up costing me like 300 bucks for this ticket. But here's the takeaway from all this. Here's the takeaway from all this. That was when I was 18. I'm 24 now. I learned my lesson, guys. I actually can genuinely say, after that time, I learned my lesson. And now I have a fast car. I have a Nissan 350Z convertible. Really cool car. I love my car to death. It's amazing. But I am very, very responsible when it comes to driving now. I learned my lessons from being a dumb kid and realized that, you know, I really should drive a lot safer and be smarter about my decisions, especially with other people in the car and especially with myself. And now that I'm more mature, I have a better understanding of, you know, how important life really is, and maybe not a full understanding, but better understanding, and, you know, I have a better appreciation for my own health and so on and so forth. So I learned my lesson, and hopefully the one thing you guys can take out of this is one, that aDrive was an idiot when he was younger. First of all, you could feel free to feel that way. The reason I'm telling you this story is not because I think it's cool of me that I got speeding tickets, I think I'm an idiot. There's nothing more to say other than I'm a moron for speeding, and even more of a moron for getting caught, but that's another story. But really, guys, I hope you learned from my mistake and really understand that speeding is stupid. It's so stupid. There's a speed limit for a reason. I know in some situations it might seem stupid or trivial, and there shouldn't be a point to it. Why do I have this stupid, you know, why do I have this speed limit if, like, You know, it's clearly I should be able to go faster. There's no one else on the road, whatever. I get it, but just understand that so many instances could happen that you don't expect. Someone else could be on the road not paying attention. If you're going too fast, you're not going to be able to react in the time you need to react to be able to make a safe movement with your car. The same goes if you're driving too fast on a 25-mile-an-hour road and a deer jumps out and you're going way too fast. You're not going to be able to slow down in time, so, you know, you might end up ruining your car or worse, getting hurt or whatever it could be. I mean, there's so many bad things that can come from it. So hopefully, like I said, you guys learn from my mistake there and really try to be more careful if you are driving. And when you start driving, you know, make better decisions on the road, guys. I know it's something that gets like built into our skulls and jammed into our heads when we learn to drive, the importance of it. But hopefully you'll take from me, as so many of you guys watch on YouTube or whatever as a content provider, the importance of being safe when you drive and really, you know, not being an idiot like I was, guys. Really, like, you know, there's something, you know, obviously there's a lot of campaigns about no drinking and driving and stuff like that, but, and those are very important too. Definitely don't drink and drive, but I just want to point out the emphasis of not speeding and driving or speeding while driving, because it can be equally as dangerous. It really can. I know a few people who have died because of this, doing that, so it's a very real situation. I'm very fortunate to have not had anything bad happen while I was speeding, aside from getting a ticket, which I, again, consider to be a good thing. In the moment, I wasn't very happy about it, but as a young adult now, looking back on those experiences and those instances, I'm very happy and thankful that I did get caught, again, as crazy as that might sound, just for the fact that I did learn from my lesson. So, that's where we're at with that. Now, what are the chances that this Hitmontop is carrying a move that's going to destroy my life? Pretty high. Let's swap to Amethyst. Because we get 4 times resist to fighting moves. We're going to be very methodical with our plays here, guys, towards the downward stretch. I already lost a Pokemon in this episode, so don't be surprised if I do a little bit of switching and things like that. I know it's a little bit obnoxious, but it's really my only choice. He's got Faint. I'm not worried about that. It's kind of my only choice, because if we lose too many Pokemon here, we're going to have a really hard time getting through this Elite Four and so on and so forth. So that's the plan, skis. So that's really my stories about police stuff there. I do have a couple other stories. There's been instances where I've been pulled over or a cop has come up to my car while my car is parked, while I was at a park, actually, like you know, where you go to go on the swings and stuff. I don't know. We have a couple like parks in my area, and there's been instances where I've been with friends and we'll be hanging out at the park or whatever, and it'll be, you know, kind of late. It'll be, you know, 1 in the morning or whatever. That's because there's nowhere else to freaking go, dude. If you're just with your friends after a show that we play with our band or something, and we want somewhere to hang out, there's nowhere to go. Like, we can't go to our houses. We all live with our parents at the time. You know, so what do? You can't, you know, without getting in trouble. So we would go to parks because we felt like it was appropriate. We could just hang out at the park and it's dark, but that's fine. We'll just hang out by the car anyway, or play basketball in the dark or whatever. And for some reason, every cop pulls you over and thinks that, you know, you're doing the worst thing in the world and you're doing all sorts of crazy drugs and stuff. And I'm like, dude, seriously, we're just sitting here. Like, we really haven't done anything. I had a cop threaten to get the dogs on us. He was like, I'll go to the police station right now, I'll get the dogs, or I'll send the dogs over here in a you know, a sniffing car, and are you sure you're telling the truth and whatever else? I'm like, dude, we're telling the truth. We haven't done anything. If you want to get the dogs, all you're doing is wasting everyone's time. You know, go for it. And that was the truth. I mean, I don't do drugs, so we were just kind of hanging out for real. We were really just hanging out, me and a couple kids that I used to play music with, or kids that were from the show. We would go to Denny's, and then we would end up at these parks afterwards because we're right down the street from the Denny's. Like, I mean, I just don't, I mean, I get it. It actually is against the law in my state to go to parks after dark, so I understand where they're coming from, but simultaneously, it's kind of like, all right, let's be honest here. Is it really that big of a deal? They don't have enough stuff for kids to do, and I know you automatically assume if someone's out after dark, they're up to no good, but that's really not the case all the time, right? Oh my god, it's a bulk up throw. I'm scared, man. I'm scared, guys. These Pokemon are tough. All my moves are resisted too. I'm gonna X-scissor this thing and see how much it does. I'm definitely worried about this because he's got Circle Throw, Bulk Up. I don't know what else. Circle Throw and Bulk Up. What else? Oh, and Endure. I hope he doesn't have Rest. Good to nothing. He's got Bulk Up again. Oh my god, guys. What do I do? Do I hope for the crit or do I Swords Dance? I'm gonna X-scissor again. He missed. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna X-scissor one more time. He might only have Circle Throw as his attacking moves. I'll live this. Nice. I think Amethyst can take a circle throw. Pretty sure. Let's Venoshock. I don't want to. The reason why I didn't Toxic him before, guys, is because Throw gets Guts, and I wasn't trying to chance him getting Guts and boosting his attack even further. I'm going to take out the Throw here, which is really good. Thank you, Throw, for going down. So anyway, that's really the bulk of what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about those instances. That's really all I've ever had happen to me. Nothing too crazy outside of that kind of stuff. Just a couple speeding tickets and you know, a couple times, you know, people tell me I shouldn't be at a park after dark. I've been very lucky, and I keep myself out of trouble, of course. I'm not someone who's seeking trouble, that's for sure. I've never, like, broken any buildings or stolen anything or anything like that. So I'm curious to see what you guys have to say, though. I'm actually very excited to read the comment section for this. But again, please don't give up anything that's, you know, keep in mind this is the internet, so anything that you say is obviously permanent. So don't forget that, obviously. If you're like in a pending trial or something, don't tell me about it. But otherwise, that's really it. I'm gonna wrap up the episode here. I know we didn't make it too far in Victory Road, but this is gonna be a long road ahead here, guys. Long road ahead. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of my story. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up rating, guys. Of course, it helps a tremendous amount. 1,000 likes would be amazing. And I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Again, my name is Dan. I also go at aDrive, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.